All right, everybody, we're here at CarMax Park with Richmond native, Prince George grad, Jackie Bradley Jr. You were pretty much the everyday outfielder for the Red Sox for the better part of a decade. You played about a decade in Major League Baseball. So first off, my first question is this. Obviously now with Indianapolis with the Clowns. My first question is, what are some of the biggest differences between Major League Baseball? Or I guess, how do you incorporate, you stayed true to the fundamentals of baseball while kind of incorporating your own flair to it?
I mean, there's a lot of differences to it, and you don't necessarily have to have so-called fundamentals in, I guess, banana ball, because it's all about doing trick plays. Obviously, I was trying to explain this in a way. There's certain times where you want to go for it, trick plays, but then that dictates. You kind of let the people who are on base kind of dictate whether you want to go for it, whether you're trying to win an inning, or if you have the advantage of having points or runs on the board, enough to where you can sacrifice if you make a mistake, things like that. But there's a lot of stark differences from the Major League Baseball to banana ball, but a lot of great athletes across the board.
Well, so how did you get here? How did that call come about? Obviously, after your career, you did TV work, ESPN, things like that. So how did the call come about to get you here?
J.C. Cole gave me a call maybe a couple days before the banana ball draft, and kind of talked about a few things here and there, and I told him I would get back with him. I wanted to discuss some things with the family, and I was able to get back on the phone with him and kind of had him explain the same thing to my family, and we thought about it for a couple of days, and we decided it was a full go.
Well, you're about a month in now, so what's been your experience like? Any favorite things so far?
It's been very, very unique. I've gotten a chance to learn a lot from the veterans of banana ball, and they've been extremely helpful, and a lot of the players have taken to it extremely well. I enjoy being around them. I enjoy being around the fans. The fans have made it very, very amazing, because I feel like they actually get the opportunity to get to know you as a player. They get to interact with you a lot more than it typically would in professional baseball. But I think that's what's been the most fun, just being able to interact with everybody and let them get a chance to get to know me.
Well, and I've had the opportunity the last few years. I talked with Andre Dawson a few years ago. I talked with Tyler Locklear last year. He was starting his Major League career with the Mariners. So I always like to ask this, but I guess for your career in Major League Baseball, Red Sox, Blue Jays, Brewers, there's one team, Royals. So those four teams, you've about a decade in the majors. What were some of the biggest things you learned? What was your experience like? How do you kind of look back on that?
So much knowledge. You learn a lot from your teammates. You learn a lot you learn a lot about yourself as well, not only as a player but a human. It's extremely difficult up there. You go through the peaks and the valleys, and you're always trying to find ways to get better. It's things that I would never change. I was an honor to be able to play Major League Baseball in a championship.
Well, and last night I think we're the second batter for the Clowns in the opening inning. You batted second. You got quite the ovation, obviously being a hometown guy. So what did that mean to you? What was that like? And what's it like coming back here, playing in this ballpark, playing in Richmond?
It's great. Anytime you get to come back home, you have that sense of familiarity, and you got to have a lot of love. Obviously, hometown boy coming back town. This is the closest I've ever gotten to play to pass professionally here. I think the closest would have been either playing against the Washington Nationals or the Baltimore Orioles. So, and that's back when I was playing in Major League Baseball. I never played here in the minor leagues or throughout college. So I spent a lot of years in between actually getting to play in front of my hometown crowd.
Well, and I'll close with, you're a month into banana ball and everything. Is there one thing that, stands out playing with the Clowns, playing with these guys? Obviously, you got a couple hometown guys on the other team, firefighters with Ben and Bradford and South. So just, I guess, what's this experience been like for you so far?
It's been great. It's been very unique. I think what has allowed me to kind of fit in is just fully embracing what it's all about.
Yeah.
Not coming in here with any predetermined ideas of what it could be. I just said I wanted to come in here. I want to be a part of something special to help complement it, and not to oversee or outdo anybody. I want to be here because I believe in them, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
Well, and I'll tack on here actually because you're part of one of the two teams that Banana Ball added in the off season, and you're playing and you're sold out both nights here at CarMax and all of this. So I guess from your perspective as a player, what's it been like seeing the growth that Banana Ball's had and being a part of that?
Yeah, it's great. Obviously, that means that things are going in the right direction if you're adding.
Yeah.
And, with us being a new team, we're still trying to figure out how to play together as a team. Just making sure we continue to put on a good show, not to be discouraged, and we still got a long season left. We've only played 15 games, so got about 45 left.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of improvement to be made, and we can't wait to take on that challenge.
And lastly, you're visiting some stadiums I'm sure you played in when you were in the majors, or you already have. So is that weird at all, or is that kind of cool to be back in a different capacity?
Weird? No, absolutely no, absolutely not. I played in them multiple times, so it's one of those things. It feels good to be back there.
Yeah.
Knowing the cities and the places that I like to go eat that are around there. So
yeah.
I don't think it's weird. It's just a different team.
Well, Jackie, appreciate the time, man.
Anytime.
Thank you so much.